Hey, what's up YouTube? Matt from the Global Bros. Coming to you guys in the video today, and in this video, I'm going to be doing a comparison video between my Rawlings Pro Preferred and my Wilson a2k. So this is a video that was requested, and I thought it was actually a pretty good idea since I get a lot of questions about different gloves, different glove types, and all that kind of stuff. So first, I'll start with the Rawlings Pro Preferred. Rawlings Pro Preferred is obviously, Pro Preferred is the top line from Rawlings. Actually, I guess it is because you consider the gold gloves, but those don't really are retail gloves. That's more like an exclusive type of glove. I'll still call this the top because I've never actually felt one of those gloves. So these retail for I think $339 or $329, depends on where you go. But these are great. These are kip leather, Batard's lace, and not Batard's lace, Tanner's lace. Sorry, I'm already getting ahead of myself. And Batard's liner. The Batard's liner is, I'm not a huge fan of it. It's a sheepskin palm lining. It's very slick. It is comfortable, but at the same time, it's very slippery. So I'm not a huge fan of it. It's very slick. I mean, it's awfully soft. Don't get me wrong, but I'm actually kind of letting it get dried out in hopes that it will become a tackier feel, but it's not really working, so I'm probably gonna have to condition it. Wilson a2ks are the top gloves that they offer, that I'm sure of. Wilson a2ks are made from the top 5% of the steer hide that they have in the factory. So this is steer hide, this is kip leather. So very different feel between these two, but at the same time, the quality of both is outstanding. This is an older one, so the lace is much better than what it's known to be on some of the newer models. This is actually really good lace, but this will be getting relaced soon, just due to the simple fact on how I prefer my gloves. I'll get in that in a little while. It has a different design to it. It has it's like a one-piece thumb, and it has a power strip, which is pretty cool. So as far as colors go, you can get a little bit more flashy than with a Rawlings. It's usually Rawlings are pretty simple, but some of these Wilsons can get a little bit feistier. This does feature the Drylex lining, the Drylex wrist guard, with it actually never says what liner it is. Kind of feels like the same as the leather, so it's like a leather liner. I prefer the liner on this. a2k has a very comfortable liner in my opinion. I really like it. The Drylex is whatever to me. Drylex fur is very similar. This was just in my car, so the leather is pretty soft, so it was sitting in my car all day, so it's pretty hot. So this has Drylex, this has fur. This one's nice because it doesn't have too much fur. I've seen somewhere it has crazy amounts of fur. You can actually trim the fur, just do it lightly. You can just clip it with a scissor, just go right through. Just be very gentle about it. So that's one of the big differences. I'm trying to think of some other things to talk about. The tag's still in here. I have to take that out. What Wilson a2ks offer, one of the cool features is these it's like a double padded thumb guard, as you guys can tell right there. There's a thumb hole, like a catcher's thumb, and then on the outside is the traditional poles, whereas on here it's just the one pulley system. For me, these gloves are different and similar at the same time. As you guys know, I do usually prefer harder hides, so to me, the steer hide is a good leather, even though Pro Preferred is really starting to grow on me due to the fact on how in love I am with this Bryant. It's absolutely crazy. I love this glove so much. But a lot of you guys ask, why am I getting it relaced? It's a brand new glove. Look at the fingers on this. See how stretched out they are? That's how I like it, and that's how much lace is left. That's how much lace is left on this one. And the fingers are, too tight for my opinion. As you guys can see, this is it's kind of on the smaller side because of the way that the pattern is forcing it to be, because of how tight it is and how bold it is. Once I get it, loosened up, it'll still have a great bowl to it, but it should be close to as wide as this. This is 11 1/4, so it's a little bit, bigger, so the width would be a little bit more. On the a2ks, at least on this one, the heel padding isn't very much, which is fine with me. I prefer usually a lighter heel as opposed to a super thick one. My Don Morton exclusive RB23 had this massive bulge, and I couldn't stand it. It was just too bulky for me. I didn't like it. I went to cut. I was going to cut half of it out, and I decided to, just get rid of it because, some people might not want that. So I would cut down on the audience. So the both H Webs, both great. The Rawlings Wilson debate is still great. A lot of people really talk about it, but to me, these both for the same price are really great. It's really going to come down to preference. The single welting is something that I like. I don't really feel much difference between the single and the dual welting. That's just me. Maybe on a smaller glove, it's a little bit more prevalent where, you're really going to get that bowl to it. I maintain my gloves really well, so durability is never an issue to me. Why Wilson does the dual welting is for durability purposes. I guess some of the single welting gloves, after much exaggerated use, the fingers could start to bend the wrong way or struck by a hard ball. It could be forced back this way. Their logic is to use the dual welting to create more of a bowl shape, where when the ball hits the top of your fingers, it'll roll through. Instead of how they could say on this, it will push back. To me, I don't really have feel any performance difference. I've never actually gamed an a2k, so I'm actually pretty excited to throw this in a game. Once it gets all fixed up, I'm going to be shipping it out once I get back from vacation. So I'm super excited about, once this thing comes back with some longer lace, I can go in, loosen it up, and really start breaking it in. Not sure when I'm going to be, if I'm going to game it this fall, or am I going to wait till the spring. See how it goes. The leather is really, really nice. I'm actually pretty shocked by this. As you guys know, I'm not the hugest Wilson fan, but this is really starting to change my opinion on them. I really like this. Right now, I'm super set with gloves, though, so I don't know if I'm going to have anything be coming in for a little while. I have these two. I have my custom, and I have my CM3000, so for me, all my gamers are set. But as you guys know, when winter comes, Matt starts getting bored. A lot of gloves have a tendency to find their way in our house. These Pro Preferreds are really great, though. A lot of people ask me, what should I get? What should I get? It really comes down to personal feel. For a while, I was with Wilson. I was using a couple A2000s. I never had an A2k, though, that I actually gamed, like I said previously. And up until this glove, I never gamed a Pro Preferred. I'm trying to think, did I? I don't think so. They're always hard to hides. All the Pro Preferreds that I had, I ended up having them for a little while, started to break them in. They didn't work for me, and I got rid of them. All the first basements I had, and then even at DCT, the first one I had, it sucked. I hated it, which made me not even want to get this DCT until I felt my dual core. And now I'm just ranting about randomness. So, yeah, this is, different feel. A lot of pros use this, but at the same time, if this came with, a2k liner or a deer tank cowhide liner, I would only, use Pro Preferreds. The leather is great. The weight of them is great. This Wilson is super light. I was really shocked by that. Not saying they're heavy or anything. These Pro Preferreds are really light. Hard hides are a little bit heavier because a lot of times they are lightly injected with oil, and the steer hide leather, in my opinion, is a little bit heavier. Not sure if that's a fact or not, just my feel. I also was gaming that Pro 1000 for a while, so Don Mortons are absolute tanks, so they, have a little bit more weight to them, but this is, super light. I'm just really in love with this glove. I really want to start playing with this glove. Played a catch with it the other day. It felt really nice, but at the same time, I couldn't really get a true feel for it just because of how narrow it is. Right now, it feels like a second baseman's glove to me. When this thing is broken in, it is going to be huge. It's going to be super wide, nice and stretched out. This will stretch naturally. I'm fine with that. As you guys could tell on this one, it will naturally give. I never went in and loosened this. I just from playing catch. But these, I got to force these out. I want these fingers to be just as wide as these. To me, this is just the perfect break-in for a glove. I know a lot of people you will agree with me, but you can just see the depth on this naturally. What it has from being gamed. This is my game form. This is why I like. I prefer the two hinge break-in. You guys can see 1 hinge, 2 hinge. That's one hinge. That's how like my Pro 1000 closed. That's why I ended up getting rid of it. Just because I prefer the 2 hinge. It's just something I prefer. This is breaking in, nicely for what it is. Gonna go in when this goes out to get relaced. I'm actually gonna have him throw a little bit more adhesive in the pocket. This glove was sitting in a store for 6 years, or an extended amount of time, and now you guys can see how easy I can manipulate this. Just like a finger palm, like this. You can see, I can move it a little bit, but I'm putting up the same effort, and it's a light bulge. If anything, this is protruding out. So, you gotta go in, fix this up for me. Once this thing is, completely ready to my standard, I cannot wait to start getting some update videos for you guys. So I hope you guys are enjoying these longer videos. I'm trying to make them longer, talk a little bit more. I want to get more in depth. I don't want to be short like Marco's video was yesterday. He tries, but YouTube is definitely not his favorite thing to do. He rather would take pictures for Instagram. So I'm trying to make these videos longer for you guys. I hope you're enjoying that. Really trying to get our subscriber count up, trying to get closer to Instagram, the level that we're at there. So, I hope we can do that for you guys. Stay tuned tomorrow. What's in my bag video will be coming out. I'm going to be saving the hitting videos until next week when I get home from vacation, because I don't have my GoPro. My girlfriend went to Europe for 2 weeks and took my GoPro with her, or our GoPro. It's both of ours. So obviously she took it, not a problem. I just need it back. I want to make the best videos I can for you guys with the best quality. So the GoPro is definitely best for outdoors. So the hitting videos will be up soon. Maybe some other stuff after that. I actually just caught one of Marco's teammates recruiting video. So maybe I'll post that up from my perspective, or something like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment, like, subscribe. As always, drop some video ideas. And until next time, have a good day.